Welcome everybody, one and all. I am Josh Fuller and you are listening to This Week in Texas Music. This is an extension of our radio show that broadcasts live on 99.7 FM in the Montgomery County and surrounding areas. We have also extended that now to podcast form. We are glad to have you along. Every week we celebrate Texas music. We celebrate the scene, we celebrate the people, we celebrate the new artists, we celebrate the old artists that made this thing possible, made Texas music the powerhouse that it is today. This is a celebration of Texas music, the songwriters, the producers, the singers, the guitar players, the guy that picks up the drumstick when it drops on the floor. Welcome to This Week in Texas Music. Let's get to the show. Well, welcome everybody to another edition of This Week in Texas Music, and we're really fortunate to have another artist in studio with us this week. Some weeks we don't have one, but it's a lot better when we do. And this week, coming from New Braunfels, Texas, we got Cameron Allbright in here. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, man? Going good.
Man, not too much. So you grew up in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. That's a great place. I mean, so you've been surrounded by music. Well, actually, you're a fifth-generation musician, I heard.
Something like that. I don't know who's counting really, but yeah, man, I got music in my family. My dad kind of played around the house growing up and stuff. And my uncle, more traditional country, Richie Allbright is his name. And he's kind of pursued it as a career more so, kind of played his music his whole life. But yeah, New Braunfels, Texas, man, a whole lot of music growing up there, a lot of live music. And that, like, the first 2-3 years I was playing was around New Braunfels, just acoustic gigs in a corner of a bar or at a restaurant or something. So, yeah, man, that's home.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. All right, and you're here promoting your new single, right? How Many Sorries?
Yeah. How Many Sorries, yeah.
And that's off of your debut album that you just released, or
it's actually not on the debut record. I put that one out like a little over a year and a half ago. Okay. It's just kind of a single right now, and it probably lead into another album.
Maybe. Is it written about anybody in particular?
Myself.
Yourself, yeah.
I think. I don't know. I like to say it's a song about people that say sorry a bunch but never change, and then you listen to it and it's in the first person. So I write a lot of songs about that, maybe.
Well, I've got 2 teenage boys, and there's a phase that each one of them went through, and I'm sure I went through it myself, where it's the same thing. You're like, you get on them about something, and they're like, I'm sorry. But I'm like, well, don't say you're sorry. Just be better.
Yeah, it's truth in life for sure, yeah.
Yeah, that's good, though. I mean, writing about yourself is always the most honest way. So you've been writing for a long time?
Man, I think I was always trying to write songs growing up, but I think I wrote my first good one like in high school, and then I sent it to my dad, and he was like, this is a great cover. Like, whose song is this?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, it's my song. I wrote it.
There you go.
I was like, no, you didn't. Like, yeah, I did. And he just couldn't believe it. So I guess that was pretty good, but that's when I kind of realized songwriting was like a thing. It was like, oh, people like sit down and try to write a song.
Right.
So then I started kind of trying to do that, and it kind of comes and goes. My process kind of changes a lot. But it started kind of.
And it's great that, I mean, in Texas, you have a home for songwriters. I did the same thing growing up, and when I got into singing and everything, I was just singing everybody else's songs that I heard on the radio. And then I finally later discovered, oh, wait, I can, because I dabbled in writing my own stuff. My dad always told me I had to write my own stuff. And then I discovered Texas music. I was like, oh, there's a home for me here. It's real inspiring. And then growing up in the motherland of Texas music there in New Braunfels is just no lack of inspiration there.
Absolutely.
So who were some of your early inspirations?
Man, I grew up kind of, on the Texas red dirt, Texas country thing for sure. There's a lot of cross-Canadian ragweed and Stoney and Randy and, those guys. But, and then I kind of got into John Mayer and that sort of thing when I was in middle school or something, and kind of started listening to other stuff and kind of exploring. And, but yeah, it's always kind of been like I don't think my music is really like per se, Texas country. It fits in that box for sure,
right. But
it kind of colors outside the lines a little bit, and I kind of do that on purpose.
Yeah, and I can dig that. I can empathize. I can relate. I
still don't know the difference between sympathize and empathize.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think one is you feel sorry for somebody, and one is they make you feel sorry for them, or something like that. But for this portion of the interview, I want to dive into all those things you just talked about a little bit deeper here in the podcast later. As you guys know, the podcast will be up at midnight right after the This Week in Texas Music goes off the air here on K-Star Country 99.7. Would love for y'all to tune back in. So before you go from this segment, tell everybody where they can get a hold of all your music, all your information, your list of gigs. You've been touring a lot, so where can they find you?
Yeah, I got a website, CameronAllbright.com. There's 2 L's in Allbright. I got to say that a lot.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've showed up in a marquee says 1 L or something, which
I think that's a rite of passage.
If I'm on a marquee, that's cool enough. But yeah.
Your name isn't supposed to be spelled right on the marquee.
Yeah, never. it might never will be. Anyways, but yeah. Okay. CameronAllbright.com, and then Cameron Allbright on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.
You active on TikTok at all?
Yeah, man, I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
Got to be on TikTok.
Got to be on the TikTok. And I know I'm learning that a lot from the younger artists, especially. They're a lot better at it than some of the more seasoned ones, for sure. But all right, well, thanks for joining us. And we're definitely going to dig into a little bit more about you. I'm sure a lot of people are going to want to know more about you. So y'all make sure that you check him out, Allbright.com, and also get his music. His new single is How Many Sorries. We're playing it right here on K-Star, so be listening for that. And we'll let you. You want to play a song for us?
Yeah, man.
All right, we're gonna get him set up to play a song for us, and then we will catch y'all on the other side at the podcast.
Hey, this is Cameron Allbright here on This Week in Texas Music. I'm gonna play this song called Idaho. The situation's got me thinking maybe I should not be thinking much anymore. My soul is aching, my hands are shaking, and my brain is sore. I never chose to feel the way I do. We're all just products of a painful past. There's gotta be a better place where living's got a sweeter taste, and where loving's gonna really last. It's a slow game, leaving old pain. Oh, baby, can you make it fast? Well, take me to Tennessee, baby. I'm a freight train moving slow. I'm on the wrong side of the Mississippi River, and I've gotta go. Well, behind me is a scary place, maybe only I am gonna ever know. Well, can you take me away? It's been so damn cold in Idaho. Oh, let's go. I've been snowed in with my demons for so long I can't remember what it's like to trust a brighter day. Yeah, I've gotta figure out how to cast away my doubt. Maybe your loving is the only working way. And I apologize for all the bad I did. Feel like I didn't have a choice at all. Do you remember when the winter started blowing in? Well, I guess I left my heart back in the fall. You're like spring rains on these cold plains, building down my strongest walls. Well, take me to Tennessee, baby. I'm a freight train moving slow. I'm on the wrong side of the Mississippi River, and I've gotta go. Well, behind me is a scary place, maybe only I am gonna ever know. Well, can you take me away? It's been so damn cold in Idaho. take me away. Ooh. Can you take me away, baby? I said, well, take me away. Ooh. Well, can you take me? Just take me away. Well, take me to Tennessee, baby. I'm a freight train moving slow. I'm on the wrong side of the Mississippi River, and I've gotta go. Well, behind me is a scary place, maybe only I am gonna ever know. Well, can you take me away? It's been so damn cold in Idaho. You can't take me away, well, my heart ain't got nowhere to go. No, no. Yeah, well, can you take me away, baby? Take me away, baby.
All right, welcome back to This Week in Texas Music, where the podcast continues here with Cameron Allbright, and he just played us a great song. I hope you all were listening for that. If not, rewind, go listen to it again because that was really good. That's not his current single. His current single is How Many Sorries. And have you released some other singles in the past, or is this kind of like the first official, like, going to radio with a single?
Yeah, this is the first one, like Texas radio, but... Yeah, no, it's all singles to streaming platforms and, leading up to the last record. But yeah, this is the first one kind of out here working it,
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Are you enjoying the process so far?
Yeah, definitely kind of something I haven't done, a bit of a learning curve and kind of figuring out, kind of more the inside baseball stuff with the ins and outs of this industry is kind of interesting. So yeah.
It's a lot to it. Definitely putting a lot of miles on your vehicle, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I'm not in the van on this solo stuff, so gas mileage is better. I'm in a little Honda Civic.
Oh,
coupe,
there you go. Yeah, you can't
coupe.
get better than that.
Dude, it's like I fill up my tank, it's like $25. It's
yeah,
crazy.
Especially if
It's
gas
wild.
is finally starting to get down a little bit, so that's even better. All right, so what is your guilty pleasure when you're on these road trip in Texas? What's something that you'll do every time, whether it's a gas station or a certain fast food or certain place you got to visit if your route's taking you through it?
I hate to say it, but it got on the lotto tickets recently.
Really?
It's just because I got bad influences in my band, like when we're doing full band stuff. But no, not really that. I mean, I like snacks. I got a couple of those questions. What was your favorite snack? Or at the Buc-ee's stop.
Yeah.
And I think I've been going like the dill pickle potato chips at Buc-ee's, and then I switch it out. I try to drink a lot of water on the road because you can't be like partying too. You gotta say
right. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if when you're doing the shows, for sure. The even the radio tours though, when you're out there and you're spending so many hours just driving, you forget like, oh yeah, I haven't had any liquid in my body in hours. And you stop and you let liquid out, but you don't ever put nothing back in.
Yeah, exactly.
What is your favorite town to drive through?
Ooh, favorite town to drive through. I don't know. I feel like I'm always driving. Like I was telling you earlier, I was in West Texas like last week. And I feel like I'm always out there for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's like, for some reason, I'm always in San Angelo.
Yeah.
I'm always in Abilene.
Okay.
I don't know. But favorite one, those aren't fun towns to drive through. I don't know. I like driving through cities. It's cool.
Okay.
Like every time I go up, I live in San Marcos. So every time I go up 35 and drive through Austin, everybody kind of hates Austin. I get it. But it's like, that skyline's pretty cool. I got it.
Yeah.
I like a good skyline.
I like a good skyline. Austin's got a good one. And then the only redeeming quality that I have for Austin right now is the comedy scene. I'm a stand-up comedy junkie.
I was just watching Kill Tony on the
It's this week's episode.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it. I'm in the middle of it right now.
Yeah.
But I love that show's amazing. If you guys like comedy and you don't get triggered easily, Kill Tony. Watch it. It's cool.
I just went and saw Tony at Creek in the Cave like 2 years ago, and we were like first in line, and nobody was even there because they announced the show like that day. We live kind of Austin area, so we zipped up there, and we sat right in front of the mic, which is a mistake, by the way. If you're someone that doesn't want like attention or like you're scared to get roasted, don't sit front of the mic at a Tony Hinchcliffe show. But he like kind of
did he roast you?
Yeah, like
oh
cool.
Man.
And like he gave us fist bumps and stuff afterwards. And But it was the coolest. It was the coolest. And then Cam Patterson's always hanging out. I go to Frazier's in East Austin, and that guy's always there. Now he's on SNL. So I'm like,
it's
okay.
amazing.
It's pretty wild.
His storyline is insane, and he's so funny. But yeah, that's my next chapter in life. I'm gonna get on Kill Tony one day. Yeah, I'm gonna suck.
Have you been in any mics? Are you working on anything?
I got a notepad full of stuff that I'm working on in my head. But around here, so just recently, a couple of places have been having some comedy nights. But we don't, unless I drive all the way into Houston, I don't have
like
comedy that I can just go to.
Yeah.
And, I'm a little older and I'm busy and I don't stay up late because I do this radio thing at 4 a.m. So I have every excuse in the world holding me back. But I've loved comedy for so long. And then, of course, Kill Tony's inspired a lot of people, I think. And so one day, I'll go do my embarrassing minute, and who knows what'll happen.
I'll watch it. I'll watch them all,
yeah. No, I love it. It's great. It was a good binge watch when I finally discovered it and then started going back and watching how it developed and progressed. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. So I wonder if there is a place where music could have a similar show. I've been trying to go over this in my head. Like if obviously 60 seconds ain't long enough, and you don't really want to roast a bunch of people trying to sing. So it couldn't be a copycat, but it'd be cool if there was he's doing so much for young comedians and up and comers. It'd be cool if there was a a music show that could do the same for young artists that, obviously it's an expensive dream to have. Yeah. So it'd be kind of neat. And I don't mean your American Idols and all those things, like something more underground.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few people doing something like Road Dogg Texas. Okay. I don't know if you've seen my buddy Billy. He's got this social media page called Road Dogg Texas, and he does a lot of media for Texas country, Texas music, a lot of interviews. But he just started doing the Road Dogg. I forget the name of it. I got some buddies on it, but it's kind of a competition deal. Okay. And there's a panel with celeb like Sam Canty from Treaty Oak was on it. Okay. So like there's a panel, and you get up and you play like original song or something, and then they kind of just like judge you, and then somebody ends up winning. And I think there's rounds. I'm probably getting all this wrong, but go check it out. It's Road Dogg TX, and they're doing something. I don't know. One
thing I learned about social media is even if you do it wrong, you're doing it right because at least it gets engagement. And then if you can have everybody come in and be like, "You're so off. Thanks for the engagement. Bye." Yeah. Thanks for it. You don't have to be right anymore thanks to the way social media works. So I guess that's a good segue into social media. So you said you're definitely on the TikTok and you have to. How active are you? I haven't gone and checked your socials myself.
Man, compared to some people, not that active. But New Year's resolution this year, I'm like, you know what? We're posting 3 times a week. I'm really trying to step that game up because that's kind of like everything.
It's the biggest it's the biggest billboard you got.
It's free too. I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and it's like I used to kind of look down at it, because I don't want to do it really. Yeah. It's like I never signed up to be a content creator too. I want to be a songwriter and be on a stage somewhere, but you got to do it right, and it's free too. It's a free billboard. You never know what could happen, what you could post. That could pop off, and I got a bunch of friends that have careers just because they posted one video. So
it's crazy. You can do it that way. We have a local guy here, and you might have run into him through your travels, Tyler Tillman, and he was at a Mexican restaurant on karaoke night, and he decided to just jump up and sing a song, and that was his most viral video yet. And you just never know what's going to kick off, man. I put my most viral video was a couple weeks ago, and I posted a video of the end of a police chase. Didn't even have nothing juicy except a bunch of cops around the car or whatever. And instantly got up to 45,000 views. I was like, man, I've poured my heart and soul into music. I've done a bunch of AI content. I've done so much trying to create content. And then it's the stuff that just happens right in front of you spontaneously. Those things just go. Phew.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I feel you.
Who are some other artists, I guess, right now, some guys you're running around with? Like, you mentioned your buddy that has that podcast, or who's some other, we could use this as a way to just kind of throw some other names out there to just kind of give some people some props that are doing some good stuff out there around you.
Yeah, kind of me and my buddies, Hank Weaver and Ashton Naylor, we kind of come up together in San Marcos at Cheatham Street, and we're all kind of a part of a Dreamer Management now, and
which is Randy Rogers' management company.
Yeah, and those are kind of my buddies. Always got to shout them out. But man, there's so many like talented people in the game, and it's like I learn about somebody new every day, just like I said, scrolling through TikTok or whatever. And but yeah, so everybody's killing it. I guess I'm in kind of Conroe area. Shout out to the Bottomland boys.
Yeah,
they're killing it, and
they are. It's funny because now I'm having a hard time remembering. I know Justin and Cannon, and Cannon. I'd play a venue here in town, and he'd be standing in the corner, and he'd be playing for nothing, tips, and now killing it. It's like wow, you just never know. And I talk about people you're coming up with and stuff. So I'm from way back in the day. But I did come up with Scooter Brown Band. Josh Ward had already been about 5 years ahead of us, but we were still all kind of grinding the same hole in the walls as each other. Cody Johnson would come down for a little while and do open mics with us here. And so it is always amazing that the people that you just have no idea which ones at that time are going to explode. And then you look back, you flash forward to the future and like, holy crap, all right, yeah.
True.
Yeah, you just never know, man. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, good on you for giving them some shout outs. Hopefully they're doing the same for you too.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
And I got a 20-year-old and a 16-year-old. Both of them love, I don't know where they get their music, but every time they finally come to me, I'm like, you got to find this guy's music. They're always right. And it's good stuff out there. Like Treaty Oak, you're not going to hear them much on radio. But they have a humongous following.
Yeah, it's insane. And they're doing like arenas and they went on like an East Coast run with and then my buddy Parker Ryan opened it, and they're doing like arenas on the East Coast, like thousands of miles away from home, and it's just packed.
Meanwhile, all the adults in the room are going, "Who?"
Yeah, maybe insane. It's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, those are good people. Sam, good guy. He shouted me out one time, like a week after I posted or I put out my first record. Sam posted one of the songs, said this ripped, and I'd never met him, and I was like, "Thanks, dude, cool."
Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I every now and then I get the fortune to play with some guys. Like last week, I did a house party. I got a buddy, Michael Berry, who does house parties at his house sometimes, and he's friends with all kinds of artists. And so Sundance Head was there, Corey Morrow was there, Dub Miller was there. Being from San Marcos area, you're a little young for it, but maybe because you come from so many people. Dub Miller is definitely a guy that cut a huge path for people like Corey and Pat and all those guys. And so it was really cool to just get to hang out with them. And every now and then one of them will say something that could be taken as a compliment about something you do. And you're like, yeah, Corey did it to me. I was playing one of my songs and he leaned over to my buddy and he's like, who wrote that song, man? That's a good song. And so at the end of it, Michael had to be like, Corey just gave you the best compliment. You don't even know. And I was like, well, I know now. Thanks, Corey. I appreciate it. So anytime you get someone like that you look up to, that you respect a lot, that can throw out a compliment for you, you just like, yeah, that's cool.
It's a cool feeling for sure. Yeah,
feeling accepted amongst your peers.
Yeah, and it gives you confidence to keep going. It's like I can't. There's some people that have changed my life by doing that. You know, speaking of Randy Rogers and just kind of being like, hey man, I think you can do this. I think you got it, and like. Man, I step foot on stage different now after he's told me that. After like people have kind of been like, man, go do this, go chase this, you know. But be confident, and confidence, man, is a big thing. So yeah,
it is,
and it takes a while sometimes to. Some people are born with it, you know, but
I don't know how much. I mean, some I think people are born with swagger, but I don't know if it's true confidence.
Yeah,
and they can get shaken. But if you have the right people around you building you up, then you have that foundation that makes the confidence.
Yeah, healthy confidence for sure.
And that's hard to mess up. So I do want to ask about the Randy Rogers thing. You're I think the second person that I've talked to that has signed with his management team. I'd never got the fortune to do something like that. So we just hear is like, oh, he signed. Oh, cool, that's great. What kind of led to the day of? Like how did Randy discover your music? Or did you go to him? You don't have to get too inside baseball, but just kind of like the overall. If someone was looking out, wanting to say, "Oh, this is how it happened," what exactly kind of was coming up when that happened?
Yeah, well, like I said, I kind of got my start at Cheatham Street Warehouse in San Marcos. You know, it's really historical. It's where George Strait got his start, and so many people. Where Randy got his start, and Randy owns Cheatham Street.
Okay, yeah, I knew that.
And so he might have known my name or something from there. And I grew up in New Braunfels. Randy lives in New Braunfels, you know. And but I had the song called "Any Part of Life" is a title track to the record I put out a year and a half ago, and he heard it somewhere. I know it was kind of spinning on some radio stations around Texas, but I just got a text one day. Hey, bud, Randy Rogers, "Any Part of Life" is a jam. Holler if you ever need anything. Okay, cool, man. What's up?
I need something.
Yeah. Didn't really holler at him, to be honest. Yeah. Like, thanks, man. But it just so happened we were playing they call it a Jub Jam up in Dallas at Longhorn Ballroom, which is a benefit. And we were both on the bill. And he watched our set, and he was like, "You want to get coffee this week?" I was like, "Sure." And then just kind of started talking and introduced him to some of my friends and told him what was going on. And I'd been working with my manager, who's a part of Dreamer. His name is Alec. Mm-hmm. Been working with him for 4 or 5 years now, and kind of introduced Randy to him, and then Randy was just like, "Hey, I've been wanting to start a management company. Let's do it."
Man.
So that was I don't know, like 10 months ago or something. It kind of really happened real fast. It kind of got everything together, but
that's awesome.
Having that asset's cool, and that person to go to for advice, and but it's like, it's at the end of the day, it's like you still got to go out there and do the work,
mm-hmm.
and you still have to make good stuff.
Yep.
And respect the art and respect songwriting. And it's for him, it's always been about songs, and that's what Cheatham Street kind of is with Kent Finley back in the day.
Absolutely.
Was always about writing songs and writing good songs. So that's what we care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, man. I like it. How many people are in your band?
We're on a 4-piece.
Okay.
With Steamboat, we brought we're in a 5-piece with 2 guitars, and one of them was a baritone guitar, which there's no reason for a baritone to be on any of my stuff, but I don't know, it was cool.
And it sounded good, didn't it?
It sounded good, yeah.
Yeah.
So, we have fun with it. It's like kind of adapting from the record to the live shows. I got a bunch of keys on my stuff, and we've kind of had keys players come in on a few shows, but for the most part, it's kind of been with the same. The rhythm section really they've been the most stable, and then we kind of, the lead guitars we got a few guys we rotate, but yeah.
That was a struggle I had when I was recording. Was I felt like I didn't want some instrument played that I wasn't going to be able to replicate on stage. And so my first album, I was kind of, whatever. I was young, making my first album. I wanted to be perfect. And now I kind of, I can look back and go, but I did add steel guitar with Roger Ray, who was Jason Boland's steel guitar player at the time. And I'm glad I did that. Yeah. But at the shows when we're playing them live, I was like, I really wish we had that steel part in here. And my guitar player is amazing, and he can do a lot. But still, a steel is it's nice.
There's ways to replicate it, right? Yeah. But it's you can never get the exact thing. Yeah.
And especially like the feeding off each other. So if in the recordings, lead player would play, and then that's go into the steel player doing his part, and then come back. So it's hard to replicate that. But the second album, I was just like, just make it sound good, whatever, man.
Yeah.
And then we'll figure it out on the other end, and that was kind of fun too.
Yeah.
So either way, are you working on a new album now, or are you just gonna be doing a single at a time? What are you working on there?
I like listening to records. Like when I'm driving, I put on an album and I listen from top to bottom. Mm-hmm. And I've always, I'm always thinking about this route, I'm going to create a record, and it's going to be like the record, whenever So that's like kind of my dream. So I'm always thinking about that. But man, I've got a few songs kind of, ready to go, ready to release, and definitely we'll put out some singles, and then at some point it'll lead into a full length record.
Right.
But yeah.
Talking about, I used to jam to different things or listen to comedy or whatever on the way to a show. Do you have like a go-to music or something that kind of sets a vibe in your head, like you're on your way to your show to listen to kind of get you in the headspace, or do you like it quiet? What's your pre-game ritual there?
I don't know. I don't really have anything too like ritualistic, but I don't know. Definitely listen to music kind of gets you inspired. I kind of listen to less music than people might expect though, because it's kind of like you got
to be careful being a songwriter.
Yeah. And it's kind of just a lot. Sometimes I like to just sit there in the silence and get my thoughts together. But if I'm really digging like an artist or a record or something, I'll definitely put it on and get hyped up for sure.
Especially if you're opening for them, right? Like,
you never know.
Same thing you would do if you were a fan.
Yeah, right. You listen to it on the way to the show, on the way back from the show.
I would listen to anything except I mean, most of my stuff is country centric, right? I would listen to anything except for country on my way to a show. I'd be jamming out Metallica.
Yeah.
Heck, I'd listen to Beastie Boys. Anything. It just gets me it gets that adrenaline pumping and gets me hyped up because I do put a pretty big emphasis on putting on the show, right? I know what I'm gonna sing and play, but I want it to be I want to play a show and perform, and that usually get me in that right headspace. But yeah, or comedy. We would listen to a lot of comedy in the band on the way up to shows. It was awesome. All right, well, cool, man. I'm trying to think of some other stuff. What did you say you got your degree in? You told me off camera.
Electronic media, whatever that means. But yeah.
So you got your degree in it and still don't know what it means.
No, it's like I could produce this podcast maybe,
Okay.
you know.
I'll let you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hiring?
Yeah, it's free. It's an internship.
Yeah. Well, I skipped all the internships and started playing music. So maybe I still need to work on that plan B. But yeah, man, I'm always kind of interested in cameras and film and photography and stuff and storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to be like a filmmaker. I wanted to like work on documentaries or something, or like do that sort of thing. But you know, music was always the first love, and lucky enough, you know, kind of been able to play music for a living, and I'm paying the bills at least. I'm not I don't have a tour bus out there, but yeah, man, it's, you know, getting to do what you love for sure, and kind of like got to grow up a little bit and treat it like a job at some point. That's kind of what I've kind of had to do the last year, and you know, and putting some work, you know. Yeah,
you definitely will notice a difference. The axe doesn't get sharp if you don't do the grind, right? Yeah. So that's really cool. All right, so every week I always have these little extra bonus questions that I like to just ask people, get an idea. You know, we get older, younger, male, female. We get all kinds of different artists in here. One thing I was going to say while you were talking about the storytelling was I think that I'm drawn to what I do with the photography, videography, podcasting, all that, and because of the songwriter in me, the storyteller in me. There is that in you, obviously. You want to tell stories. And I think there's a big shortage or maybe a decline in the amount of storytellers we have in the world. Like growing up, you know, from your Mark Twains all the way up to your Chris Christopherson's, everything is storytelling. The things that impact you the most is a good storyteller, right? And I think there's a decline. So I'm glad you're carrying the torch. Don't stop doing that. The storytelling is something that, and I think music needs it more than anything.
Yep, sure.
Yeah. All right, let's ask a couple more of these questions here. Do you have a completely non-musical hill that you're willing to die on? That's just a random, you feel strongly about this, nobody could change your mind. I should also add that, you know, it doesn't have to be controversial, like political. I just mean like just a random.
I had one. I've been thinking of it. It was like a fast food place that everyone loves, but I just don't get it. I forget what it is though. Man, I don't know. I was thinking I had one of these the other day though. Yeah. It was a good one. If
it comes back to you, well then I'll let me ask you these. Okay, how about Whataburger or In-N-Out?
Dude, honestly, like I'm a Texan, but In-N-Out. Right. I don't know. Like I'm just.
You're not the only one.
And I didn't like In-N-Out the first time I tried it.
Yeah.
But something about it, I don't know. It's just like it's all like when me and my girlfriend go out to eat or like eat fast food, we're eating In-N-Out. Like I get the same thing every time.
What's In-N-Out putting in them burgers to make you?
I don't know. But you know what it is too? It's like
fresh ingredients is what I was told.
I feel like growing up, Whataburger was like a respectable institution. Like I hope we're not sponsored. But like I don't know, like if the employees like when
it
you
will
go
never be now. Thank you.
Yeah, when you go into an In-N-Out, like they're like, you know, dressed up, they're like prim and proper, and they're like classy, and they're like working, and it's everything like it's the same every day.
Yeah.
But Whataburger's just hit or miss, and like you never know what you're gonna get.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's kind of In-N-Out gives almost a classic, the old 50 diner type feel. Yeah, you're right. No, mention how they dress up and all that. And then Peyton Howe was in here a while back, and she was like, man, those ingredients are so fresh, though. And so
Whataburger for late night, for sure. Like, I think past midnight, we're going to Whataburger.
Yeah, I have a theory about how you can tell how many alcoholic beverages someone has consumed by what kind of tacos they're eating.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're eating like, if you're eating regular old dinner tacos, you probably had a margarita or two. If you're eating Taco Cabana, you're probably pre-gaming before you go to the bar. If you're eating Taco Bell, you left the bar a little early, feeling pretty good, but you're going to go ahead and go home. But if you're eating Jack in the Box tacos, it's over, and you're in the back seat of somebody's car.
Yeah, I've had quite a few Jack in the Box tacos, so yeah, that is correct.
The minis, they're pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah. They're not good, but they're something. Depends. Like, it depends.
Yeah. All right. So non-musically, what is something you are weirdly good at that would surprise people that know you or don't even know you?
Man, I don't even know. I got to think about music. I've always been, music's like my weird thing, It's like
you don't have a weird extra talent, can't juggle? Or
Yeah, I can't juggle. My girlfriend can juggle. Like,
really?
It's insane. Like, she was a baton twirler in high school. So she's like, it blows my mind. But, man, I don't really have a funny
you ever just
skill
try to
like
surprise
that.
her and be like, hey, catch this, and then throw a bunch of things at her?
She's got like it's crazy. Like hand-eye
awesome.
coordination's insane. I don't get it. But
That's awesome.
It's cool. Like she can throw a football too. I don't even. Yeah. Maybe yeah.
Well, we'll let her be the talented one. That's fine. Man, as much as music's been a part of your life, I don't know if you have an answer for this one, but if music ended tomorrow, there was nothing else you could do. What job do you think? Actually, I always read this question wrong. If music disappeared tomorrow, what's the most normal person job that you would be terrible at?
That I'd be terrible at?
Yeah.
Probably an In-N-Out worker.
Being an In-N-Out employee. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to do the hat and the dressing up, all the things you like about it.
Yeah. I can do that. I couldn't put on a uniform ever, maybe, but yeah. I don't know. Thank God I'm playing music. Hopefully I can keep doing this the rest of my life because I'm not a good employee. I'm just kidding. I am a good employee. It's just I don't like I like working for myself. I'd be an entrepreneur probably if I wasn't doing this. I'd maybe have my own company and be doing something. But I always wanted to do something creative. I'm talking about storytelling and so I'd probably be doing that.
Okay, well, cool. And that's not a bad answer. I mean, it's kind of me. I'm your future. Sorry, this is what you got. This is your future right here. All right. Let's see. If someone shadowed you for 24 hours off the road, what would surprise them the most?
Probably.
Are you a messy person?
No, not really. If you saw my car right now, but I've kind of been living out of it for a couple of weeks. But surprise the most. I know these are good questions. That's why they're hard to answer.
Yeah.
But definitely different questions. Probably how little I sit down and play the guitar at home.
Okay.
Because and I'm trying to do that more. I'm trying to wake up and like start writing.
Yeah.
And just get in that habit. But they'd probably be surprised that I'm not just sitting around playing guitar all
practicing all day. Yeah.
I don't know. When you're playing every weekend, that's kind of becomes your practice, and you want to get away from it on the weekdays. But I'm trying to force myself to sit down and, like I said earlier, treat it like a job and like anything, and just strengthen the muscles, sharpen the iron. So
yeah, I was guilty of that as well. And then I'd be mad at my band because they didn't practice a certain song.
Did you practice?
And knowing I did not practice that same song. Yeah. Because I would practice the singing part and the memorizing the lyrics part, but I wouldn't pick up the guitar and just play and get better at guitar.
Yeah, I really wish I would have maybe taken some lessons when I was younger and learned, because I want to be, everyone wants to be John Mayer, just shredding the electric guitar up there. Yeah. And I don't know. I've gotten okay at it, but that is a thing I want to get better at is learning the instrument more. Yeah. For sure.
Musically, have you taken any lessons at all, vocal or anything?
Oh, man. I might have I've taken some piano lessons when I was really little. Okay. But other than that, no, man. Just kind of, I grew up in the age of YouTube and the internet, so I can just kind of, any song that I ever want to know, we just look it up. Yep. And then my dad taught me the first 3 chords, but kind of just figured everything out on YouTube. It's
pretty crazy, the power of the internet. University of YouTube is what I call it. Yeah. You can. That's how I learned to do everything that I'm doing today. I mean, the camera work, the podcasting, the editing later that I'm going to have to do. It's all University of YouTube, man. Anybody can learn anything if they just want to put the time into it.
It's true.
Except entrepreneurship. That's the hard one.
Yep.
That one you got a lot of trial and error. I've tried. I've had a lot of error. I've tried having a woodworking business. I mean, you name it. I've tried it, and I'm just like you. I'm much better at just kind of wanting to be the entertainer, be the guy, and and not be the employee. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to do when you've got that in you to to do that. So I'm definitely a better Indian than I am a chief. Though.
Yeah, right on.
All right, one more question. Let me see if I can find a good one for you. What's a rule you follow that you know makes you sound insane, but you follow it anyway? Are there any rules out there, any lines in the sand that you make for yourself and other people are like, dude, you're crazy? That's where you draw the line? I like to make people think on this podcast.
These are tough questions.
Yeah,
I've never thought about this. And this is when I wish that I had like one of my band members here to go, you don't realize you do this, but you do this, and it's super annoying or something. But
I'll grease the wheel for you. So I've been with my wife for 30 years. Long time. I have this thing where I won't eat or drink after anybody, including my wife, who I kiss on the lips. Yeah. I hold her hand, all these things. I know it makes me look insane that I won't share her drink. If she takes a sip out of my drink, that's her drink now. I'm not drinking it. It's not going to happen.
I feel you. I was kind of, I think I've changed a little bit in that way, but I used to be that way. My dad is that way 100%. He's super OCD. Like he won't, but, I feel that. I kind of relate to that. That's a good one.
I grew up on a farm and we had, it was a little bitty house and no AC, no heat, no nothing. Just, it's a farmhouse. There's critters. There's bugs, there's whatever. And I just, if I drink a water, I drink the whole water. I don't leave it for later because you just don't know what's going to touch it.
Yeah, I feel that.
So that somehow carried over to people's germs as well.
Yeah, the other day we were making like pasta salad or something, and we were like rinsing the pasta to cool it down or something. Anyways, I ended up dropping all the pasta on the floor, and we really wanted that pasta salad. So I picked it all up. And I rinsed it like, I'm not even kidding. I might have rinsed it 50 times. And my girlfriend's like, I think it's good. Like, our floors are pretty clean. Like, it'll be good. Like, and I just like, no, one more. So it's just like that OCD thing.
Head.
Like, I just kind of, and I think it's good. And even eating it, I'm like, I don't know. And I don't even think I ate it, but it was probably fine. That's just, one of those weird, like, quirk things. Yeah. And I'm sure I got so many of them. It's just like, you need other people in your life to tell you. Sometimes you don't realize it, right? Yeah, you need other people like, hey, you do this.
They just think you're insane and you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're crazy. Why am I crazy? I ain't telling you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, man, I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out with us, and get with your bandmates so that you can get some answers to questions later.
Yeah, man.
And then the next time you come through town, you can maybe I'll ask you the harder ones.
Man. I wish I could have had some more answers, but
I like to surprise people with stuff, make you think. Actually, I just like to. You never know. You just don't know what people, if they're like you, if you share a common weird quirk or something, and you just never know what some of these questions can just bring out of people that a lot of people just don't know that about you, right? They see the guy on the stage, they see the guy in your regular radio interview, and how'd you write that song Blue Skies? Well, I looked up and the sky was blue. You never know what there is, and I really like to. That's part of what I try to do on the show is just trying to like get into. Who are you?
Absolutely.
So I appreciate you being patient with me and answering some of those questions.
No, man, it's good. Good talk. Had fun.
Quick, tell everybody again where they can find your music and all your stuff.
Yeah, Cameron Allbright on all streaming platforms. 2 L's in Allbright. CameronAllbright.com. Cameron Allbright on Instagram. Cameron Allbright on Facebook. I got real lucky with all those handles, those tags.
It's because of that second L.
That's what it is. Yeah. Everyone's got the 1 L, and I'm the only person with 2 L's, I think. If there's another 2 L's, I might be related to you out there. I met a chick, it was Allbright, Brecht, but she pronounced it Allbright. Oh. And I was like, why?
Well, that's fancy.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's too
it's
fancy.
German. And that Allbright came from Albrecht, 100 years ago.
And they changed it when they come to Ellis Island or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah, like my grandpa and them were Polish, and his name was still long and spelled weird, but it was double that when he came over here. And they're like, we're just going to cut it off at the middle. That's your name now.
Yeah, next.
Next. All right, thanks for joining us, and thank y'all for joining us on another episode of This Week in Texas Music. We'll be back at it again. You never know who's going to stop by, and we're here for it, and we're glad you are too. So download the podcast, share the podcast, and all that good stuff. Subscribe to it. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on Amazon, it's on iHeart, it's everywhere you get your podcasts. So you have no excuse. Go listen to the podcast and share it with your friends. We'll see y'all next time. Well, that'll do it for another This Week in Texas Music. We'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. We'd like to thank our guests. We'd like to thank you, the listener out there. Don't forget to share this podcast with your friends and family. Don't forget to share it on social media. Help us get those likes and get those subscriptions up. Make this thing a big deal. We would love that. You always make us feel like a big deal no matter what, no matter how many followers we get. So we appreciate y'all being along for the ride. Thank you for letting us be the soundtrack to your Saturday night or whatever night. Since you're listening to it on a podcast, you can do whatever you want. We're just glad that you're doing it with us. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.